And when did they determine this was even a thing, this storm?
Sometime today.
Yeah, it didn't exist until a few hours ago.
Yeah.
It's because, but I can tell you the spot you're in right now, I've been here for 17 years, it will be underwater.
This is the worst part about any storm is the beforehand, because you imagine the worst case scenario, which may not materialize. So you hate to abort a good travel plan if you don't need to. But then on the other hand,
Miriam, what are we doing?
we're getting out of here.
Hey guys, today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to be interviewing / interrogating Bob and Barb of HetteshWorld. You may know the YouTube channel. We're going to go behind the scenes and sort of get the dirt on these guys. So guys, is it true that you only do YouTube for the money?
How did he know?
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. Show me the money. Somebody, please show me the money.
I'm excited about the day. It's the first time that we've actually had a chance to ride with Bob and Barb. We met up with them, gosh, it was almost 2 years ago in Wilmington, and we had lunch there and a nice visit, but this is the first time we've had a chance to actually ride. And hopefully we're going to be joined by a couple others here in a few minutes. Oh, it's a great day. It's beautiful weather. It's a great day for a ride, and especially a ride with friends. And we're heading out to one of our favorite places on the Eastern Shore.
We're going up to Cape Charles and have lunch at the shanty. We were just up there a couple of weeks ago, but we were not with a Spyder group. This time we're going up there with, we got Barb and Bob of HetteshWorld behind us. You can see them in the rearview mirror, I hope. And
going to meet up with some folks from our recent meetup.
yeah.
So, yeah, really looking forward to it. We love going to the shore. It's like riding back in time. We always feel like we're back in the 1950s. It's just, we see more than one spider back in the back. Yeah. You didn't have any trouble finding it, did you? Oh, good.
You may remember these folks from past videos. Dan and Steve and his wife Jane. So our plan today is to do a group ride to the Eastern Shore of Virginia, stopping for lunch at Cape Charles. Bob and Barb are full-time RVers and are spending a few days on the Eastern Shore. Miriam and I have an Airbnb reserved in Anancock, Virginia. And tomorrow, Bob, Barb, and us will take the pedestrian ferry over to the little island of Tangier and spend a day, returning home on the third day. So we're on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel heading to the Eastern Shore again, and Miriam learned something very interesting about the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel that I didn't know, and I've lived here all my life.
Well, we got so tickled when longtime viewers and truly our friends, Les and Ann, sent us a link to a video, the world's 10 scariest bridges. And guess what number 1 was? The Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel in Virginia. And I guess, it can be scary in high winds, but typically they shut it down for high winds. And I guess it can be kind of precarious for 18-wheelers. I would not want to ride an 18-wheeler across this bridge in any kind of weather, but
yeah, because evidence is proving these guardrails do nothing to stop a tractor trailer.
But for us, it's just a glorious ride. I just love the sense of open space and beauty and all the activity on the bay. You know, lots of different ships and fishing vessels and dolphins and, you know, fish jumping, you know, things like that.
Yeah. And, you know, I guess for some people, the 19 or is it 17 or 19 miles? I've lost track.
Yeah, I think it's actually 20-something.
Probably total from toll booth to toll booth is probably 20 miles. And it's over water, most of it. There's 2 tunnels and 1 high-rise bridge in the complex. So I guess for folks who don't have this much water in our area, this sort of thing can be intimidating. But I think literally in our area, Virginia Beach, you can't move unless you cross a large bridge going someplace because of the nature of all the waterways.
And we have 5 or 6 bridge tunnels.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a way of life. But the most glorious view is at sunset. I love when we're heading home in an evening and catch the sunset just right on the bay. It's beautiful.
Yeah. As part of our trip preparation, we always check the weather, especially during September and October, which is tropical storm season. The weather for the next few days is forecasted to be sunny and mild. After arriving on the eastern shore, we became aware of a storm system that had just formed and was moving in our direction. As this was a brand new weather system, we weren't really sure how it would impact our trip. So we just got settled into our Airbnb, and we're trying to get an update on the weather. Not really sure what's going on. Apparently there's a tropical storm in the area. Who knew? In our world, it's currently Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday, obviously, and the storm is supposed to hit sometime tomorrow evening through Saturday morning. And it's just tropical storm with winds, rain, and tidal surges and coastal flooding. Why does that concern us in our Airbnb here in Nancock, Virginia? Unfortunately, the same reason we love Airbnbs. This is very scenic, very idyllic, but this is low tide. And our little Airbnb is right there. And our Spyder is parked on the same level as we're standing now. So if we get a surge, could cause a problem because it'll probably happen in the middle of the night. That's the way things happen, and we won't be aware of it until it's probably too late. So we're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna handle this. Not sure yet, but we know we're gonna go to dinner and have a bite to eat. So I want to give you a tour of our little Airbnb tonight. As I said earlier, we're on the water, which is a plus and a minus considering the storm that's coming. Here is the interior. Got the little kitchen area there, refrigerator, microwave, sink, stove, pantry, table, little couch, little bed, air conditioning, TV, and dresser for our gear, and bathroom with shower. Very comfortable. So we had a good day. And Miriam, what are your thoughts?
You know, this is the worst part about any storm is the beforehand, because, you know, you imagine the worst case scenario, which may not materialize. So you hate to abort a good travel plan if you don't need to. But then on the other hand, if you wait too long, you can't change your plan. You're stuck until the weather passes. So I don't know what the answer is.
And when did they determine this was even a thing, this storm?
sometime today.
Yeah, it didn't exist until a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
She said they're making area for people to move to, but she goes, I can't guarantee that. She goes, but I can tell you the spot you're in right now. I've been there for 17 years. It will be underwater if it gets storm surge.
And the water is...
We're going to turn right in 2/10.
Okay.
for the camera. Barb, if we just want you to know that we're not going to hold you personally responsible.
It's not my house. It's not my fault. I don't bring the bad weather. I don't do it.
I've never...
Miriam, what are we doing? We're evacuating.
I'm hearing
Eight.
fire.
Oh, that's okay. As long as you're not shooting in our direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's pleasant enough right now. I'm sure it's breezy on the bay. We're on a creek right here, so I guess we're kind of protected. But I've never gone over the bridge tunnel when it was windy. So
It can't be any different than Nebraska. We've been certified high wind.
except if we blow over, we'd be awfully wet.
So, we went out and had dinner last night, discussed our options, and the strategy was that Bob and Barb were going to move to their next location early by several days to avoid the wind. Plus, they have been evacuated. Their campground has told them that they're closed because they will flood. So they said, we're out of here. It's not just an RV, it's their home.
Yep.
Time RVers.
And we were going to rendezvous with them this morning, but they have left us in the dust. They are gone. It got breezy last night, they said.
And we're expecting the Chesapeake Beverage Tunnel to close because of the winds.
Well, to close to motorcycles. It depends on you, what type of vehicle you are, whether it's closed or not.
As far as we're concerned, if they close it to us, it's closed. RVs and motorcycles, which means there is no other realistic way home. I mean, yeah, we could go all the way back up
to Maryland.
And
through DC.
Yeah, it's like, well, we'd rather just sit here for a couple of days.
Oh, we'd just rather shoot us than do that.
We decided to evacuate also. We got up, got dressed, poured a cup of coffee down our throat. And,
yeah, it's rare that we do anything without being fully caffeinated, and here we are, only half cupped.
So we're, I expect to see baseball players come out of that corn at any time. That'd be pretty cool. So our goal is to get across the Chesapeake Beverage Tunnel, and there are a multitude of restaurants on the other side. Miriam suggested that we eat breakfast on this side. And I was like, I don't want to be having a breakfast and then the wind pick up and they close it to motorcycles. So once we pay our toll, I think we're going to be good. Homebound.
Well, I'm glad we got to talk to our host's mom, who is house sitting, because I like to meet the host, and he was very responsive with messages, but I wasn't sure if he was in the house or not, so it's good to know that they were out of town. That's why we didn't meet them. At least we don't have to worry about sunglasses today.
No sunglasses, no mosquitoes. In fact, it's 66 degrees according to the Spyder.
Breakfast. Thanks. Okay.
Norfolk International Airport. Automated weather observation 2208 Zulu. Wind 040 at 28. Peak gusts 41.
So we always want to second guess ourselves. Did we make the best decision we could have made under the circumstances? Well, as we were crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel coming home, the National Weather Service upgraded the storm and gave it a name, Tropical Storm Ophelia. And when it made landfall across North Carolina, the winds were 70 miles an hour, just 2 miles an hour shy of being a hurricane. The Oceana Naval Air Station, which is just a couple miles up the road from us, reported winds at 60 miles an hour. So yeah, we made a good decision because they did close the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel to RVs and motorcycles, and I'm not really sure how long that stayed in effect. Barb and Bob did make it to their campground further inland and weathered out the storm just fine, as did we. Safe and dry and snug in our home. So yeah, we made the best decision we could under the circumstances. The nature of travel, I do believe, requires us to continually evaluate our situation and, if need be, pivot. And that's what we did. We were able to just come on home and hated to end the trip early, but I'm glad we did.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our travel-related content, just check out the rest of our channel. And don't forget to subscribe.